Okay, so during the last video I recorded, the battery in my wireless microphone died. And so I'm still using one. I have two of these actually. Um, and so basically I have this one just because I have no more 9-volt batteries. I have it just hooked in with a power supply using some alligator clips, if I can bring it over here without disconnecting, like so, just so that it has the full 9 volts. And so what I'm going to do, these have a mute function here, but I'm never really going to use that, or at least on one of them I won't be. So what I'm going to do is, hopefully, I could convert it over so it has just like a power jack there or something, or on the side here, but I still want the ability to use a battery on these. So I'm going to just take this apart and see if I could flip this connector around so it's not connected to the board, and then just tie it into where the battery hooks in. And then I can just plug a modified audio connector, just like this, and just have, 9 volts coming in it so I can power it off of a power supply. So I'm hoping that will work. See, these use these mini XLR connectors, which are really nice. I use one for my temperature sensor device, which I'll do like a little showcase of with this setup now that I have a nice one. But for now, we'll put that off to the side. And we'll just get started. So yeah, this was... I can't even remember how I got these. Yeah, I believe it's when I volunteered at a local computer place, and it just came from the university or something. Because the FCC sort of rules, they changed once they got rid of just regular old, what do you want to call it? There's TV, like radio wave TV. My brain is not doing good today, but yeah, so they got rid of that. And so I think the bandwidth laws changed or something. So I think technically these are legal to operate, but whatever. It's actually quite shocking, the range on them. Okay, so this is a sandwich design, which makes it a little more complicated. Let's just see. I believe this should just... Yeah, like the other one, this one just pops out using some header pins. Just onto one of those little connectors, which I quite like. Yeah, not super like steady or anything, but it has a nice amount of spring force, so it'll be a good connection. Have our antenna here. And then we have our channel select, and this is the gain control here. So you can have up to 9 of these. This receiver, I thought it has A and B, and I thought it was... I thought it would allow 2 microphones connected at the same time, but it doesn't, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. Okay. So then for the bottom board here, what was that switch controlling? That red switch there is 0 decibels or minus 20 decibels. Okay, I see. I'm not quite sure what that does. My thing is at 0 decibels, though. I might switch it around just so that the VU meter looks a bit nicer. Won't do it while I'm recording, though. Okay, so how could I make this work? I think maybe with a bit of Kapton tape. Covering at the bottom of the circuit board, there's a little bit of space in there. Sorry, still working on getting my setup to be sort of organized with this thing in here now. So I think I could just go ahead and remove this thing here. And so yeah, I could even wire one of these up with like a button just to mute it when I needed to, but never really going to use that feature. Okay, so here I'm start cleaning these out. Nice one else, obviously. Nothing else in front of holy shit. Really is all this. This one. So now. Seems a little bit of cooking. peel all these until you drop it down. Since it's not sorted though. And we're gonna trick. Okay, so let's see. Select outward, visualize. So let's just apply as well. After the series, I don't have a view. I'm going to send to add a line out. So I'm going to find this. Is it Shure UC? Oh, no, it's Shure UC. I don't know it is. I didn't have it on the run, but I do. Okay. Let's go ahead and clean these out. It sounds like this thing is about... Oop, shit. Just about plugged up. I'm not used to having something above me while I work, so that'll probably happen a few times throughout the courses of these above videos. I guess I could probably zoom into or something afterwards, but it's just a phone camera, so that's not going to work very well. Oh, and this thing broke. That's fun. I didn't come out as cleanly as I would have liked. I'm going to check some traces with it as well. Okay, but basically then we'll just have a shield and one other connector. This is a pretty nice audio cable. I'm not sure if I want to chop this one up. I do have some other shitty one with smaller wires inside, but it will be less disheartening to kill that one. Okay, so brand new in the bag audio cable, one of those green Dell ones, I think. And so let's fix it here. And then I think we should have everything covered through those. Let's just here, guys. All together in there. So I'll just I can see everything working. I don't know if any of those. This one. And this one. Okay, so we'll tie these other two guys. Make this two in. Connect two. Better positive. And then the ground will just do the next one. I think it's looking for super bright sometimes. Maybe. So one side is attached. Probably keep as much as I can. So we just put it there. So then all this stuff is this life. I'm just going to use wire for this. First, let's go ahead and put that in. So then this will be going in here. And hopefully. Spinning these things. Flat. I'm just going to put this in here. So there's no bending inside. Okay. So then this hopefully. Yeah, so that's very well. Okay. That's how we got tape. Unless there's some optical tape right around here that I can use. Okay, so half tape agreed. Just getting straight ready. Okay. So then I'll basically sit there and put some more first. Unfortunately, the servers are out of right now. I'm going to just have to break shielding, so I don't worry too much about anything, but still don't want to. Yeah, just use a little head of ground adapter, there's no power supply too, and headphone jack, but totally feel like going to find those are the first anyways. If I'm for one. Just not my fancies. Overpriced, zero it is. Okay, up there. Can I now get the rest out? Nope. Okay. There we go. And yeah, another direction. Fantastic. May as well just set up and go down the street. Because I'll probably get this. I guess now, I'll be interrupted. Set up somewhere else. I'll be somewhere else in a place with this too. Fucking small. I think if I was set up in a place with a closed door, people would just argue anyways. Because that's what people are going to do. And those in here, just fuck them. I fucking hate people who interrupt me. They're fucking assholes. They burn hell. Yep, that's what they can do. We'll call it enough. Okay, I think that's good. Copy them. Okay, so I will stick here. Yes, I got that for wrong. That's pretty hard. What was the deal? So this is the Take it up there. Take it up there. Ooh, let's slide there, but no, it's not too bad. That's how we stick it up. But in the meantime, I just want to have that. The camera's going down, just going to like this. Just give it a test. So these parts. Yeah, I guess it'll be sort of separate release everything. Just annoying, but I can just put some more gear on this place featured after a while. That's not the end, hopefully it anymore. No, that's not over there. Okay, so that's everything done. So I'm just going to sneak past the back of the soldering iron. Yeah, can you sneak over now, please? Okay, so I'm going to do the first change this on as well. Yeah, just Johnson. I can interfere, turn switch on. So, when I plug this in, should power up. Yep. So now I got the power thing in. Let's figure this out. I'll do that. That's pretty sure it's plugging in. Nobody. Okay. And so I'll put it in. That's enough. Let's get off the camera. Get a little bit there. Okay. Plug this in. And now we can look. Yeah, it's pretty much outside before. And so, ideally, and I don't have really any parts to do this, I don't think, kick around. I'd have a transistor set up, just so that it would switch over to using only the external power. It would just disconnect the battery when it's plugged in. It's having a little more trouble closing. I think I just changed the width a little bit, but a little bit of effort on my part, and it should work fairly well. I'll have to mark this one so that at some point, if I want to use a mute thing, I'll know that it's instead been changed to an external DC input. It's actually having quite a lot of trouble closing for some reason. Just have a quick look at that. Trying to figure out why. I might have taken up more space than I counted on. I'm gonna have to trim things down and tweak them a little bit. But if it doesn't close perfectly, I mean, it's not a huge deal. Because I mean, now most of the time this will just be plugged in. Yeah, that's not doing so hot. So I'll probably have to trim and tweak that, but I think the video's probably gone off long enough now, even when I edit out interruptions and shit like that. And fast forward the wire stripping and everything like that. So, yeah, then now you have, basically you just plug this in, and you have an input. So it's, yeah, external DC input, and then the microphone plugs in there, and then this can just sit off to the side. And so yeah, now it's not wireless since it has, you know, that thing. But that also means you can hook in like an external battery pack or something if you wanted some more life out of that. This is a little battery pack with a little tiny short wire that would lead to something that would tuck beside it or something. This one doesn't have the belt clip actually, and this one does. Oops. So, yeah, that's kind of caught under something. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Finished up an external input modification for a Shure UC wireless mic system with a little bit of modification needed still. But pretty good all in all. I'm quite happy with that. So, thanks for watching.